Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys today?
Well, just coming from the other subject,
The other subject? Okay. What's up? Which subject did you have?
pragmatics.
Okay. All right. With it's teacher Michelle, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Okay. So today we are going to well I wanted everybody to be here. In with pragmatics. Did the rest of your classmates join you or no? Or were they or did you have other do you have different subjects?
Mm,
No, we have some in common,
Common, common.
such as pragmatics. Yeah.
Okay. Who's missing then? Dana and
Aster,
Dana and Aster. Were they in pragmatics or no?
Dana, no.
Dana, no. Okay.
No, no.
And Aster, was she there?
Yeah, Aster,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to explain. Right. What I want you to do is pay attention to the next part. I'm going to explain what you have to do for
The exam.
the exam or the presentation because it's gonna be a presentation. So I want you to ask whatever questions you have about it, and we'll go from there. All right. Um. Okay. So basically, as it says in here, it is a presentation. Okay. In this case, I'm going to explain what you need to do for the presentation. This is what you need. The presentation is basically going to be delivered on Thursday and Friday. Eh, Possibly, we're gonna take at least 2 days. Um, what do you have to include in the presentation? The presentation should be uh, a summary. I wanna say that it's a summary of these topics: building and maintaining rapport, cooperative learning, and creating a positive classroom environment. So in your presentation, you must include some sort of summary. The way what you have to do is you have to put your it has to be it has to have your touch. So the summary that you're gonna do is the way you see building and maintaining rapport, cooperative learning, and creating sorry a positive classroom environment. Okay. The thing is that I want everybody for us to actually have full participation in the presentation. You're going to be divided in breakout rooms. Okay. So normally I have like 4 people in a breakout room, 4 people in another breakout room because we're 8. So what you're gonna do in this case is I don't know. Let's say I'm gonna put Andrea Torres, Ulises, Hassan, and Alejandro in one group. Andrea Beltran, Genesis, Aster, and Dana in another group. Okay. You guys are going to be delivering your presentations in there. So Andrea Torres starts, and she's going to be giving her presentation, and the other 3 are going to be listening. Alejandro is going to be giving his presentation in the other breakout room, and the other 3 are going to be listening to the presentation and paying attention. Now, here's the thing. What you're going to do at the end of the presentation is you are going to elaborate or you're going to include a pop-up quiz. So you're going to ask the students who were paying attention to you some questions. I put 5 questions, but if you want to include more, that's fine. The presentation should be between 8-10 minutes. I would say 10 minutes would be the maximum of the presentation because, well, everybody in your group of the breakout room is going to present. Okay? That's the idea that I have. That's how it should be. But I want you to tell me what questions you have.
and the other teacher,
just to know who will be the first one and who will be the last one?
Oh, I can
Do
tell you
The present-
yeah, I'll tell you the order on Wednesday. Yeah, for that, don't worry.
Okay.
So
Is it an, I'm sorry,
yes, just tell me.
is it an individual presentation?
Yeah, it's going to be individual. Everybody is going to present a summary of these 3 topics. Everybody is going to do this, and everybody is going to elaborate the quiz, okay, at the end of the presentation.
And when this presentation will be held?
The presentation is going to be on Thursday next week, which would be November the 5th. And if not everybody finish, we're gonna continue on Friday, November the 6th. So it's next week.
Okay, okay.
Right. So basically the 3 topics or the 3 presentations that I already upload them. We are going to still talk about creating a positive classroom environment. But this one is the one that you have to do for the forum. So if you do the forum, you're going to have that advantage of, okay, I already read the presentation for this one, okay? But everybody should, the thing is that, for example, okay, you prepare your presentation of all of this, okay? And then that's great. But you know what? You deliver the presentation and that's great. But you know what? You forget the pop-up quiz. So if you don't do the quiz with at least 5 questions, you're going to have less points, okay, on the presentation. So you have to be aware of the 5 questions at least, okay? Questions with this?
Oh, this presentation will be the exam.
Yeah, it's gonna be the exam, because it's not
Okay.
gonna be an exam.
And concerning with the 8 to 10 minutes period, this include the action of presenting your article plus the 5 questions.
Yeah.
Inside the 10 minutes, okay.
Yeah, because you're gonna have only like 5 questions. So I mean, it's there. They should be. I put quiz, but in reality, they should be like random questions just to make sure that your students were actually paying attention. And let's see if they answer. If they don't answer, it's because they were not paying attention.
And then we start giving the class again.
Yeah, and then you go back to slide number 1. So yeah, it's just like a set of random questions just to see if they were actually paying attention. And I mean, make sure that they answer. That's why I'm going to put you in 2 breakout rooms. Remember, you're going to be teachers, so the presentations that you're going to deliver, they should be like teacher student, not so much like teacher students. Let's see how they react. And again, that's why the 5 questions is, okay, were they paying attention or were they just like looking at the screen but they were doing something else? Okay. So it's just like a concept checking question, more like a quiz, just to actually were they paying attention or were they just like looking at me but watching TV on the other side of the computer. Okay.
Okay. Teacher, I have a question. So, like you said, the questions are random. I mean, I can ask Ulises, Alejandro, Aster, Andrea, I mean, or
No.
each question, 5 questions to each one.
Yeah, no, 5 questions in general, but everybody has to answer the same 5 questions.
Oh, so can I do like a Google questionnaire, or how do you?
Yeah, Google Forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, be as creative as you want with the pop-up quiz or the 5 questions. Yeah, you can do Google Forms. You can include them in the presentation if you want.
But at the end, I need you to show you the answers they gave me. Okay.
Yes.
And if I do that, how do I give you those answers?
In Google Forms, there are, well, when you are there, you can add me as a collaborator, I think, or as a co-editor or something. You can add me as a collaborator or something like that. I don't remember the name. And I can see like the responses that everybody gives.
Okay.
Yeah, with the questions, you can be as, again, be as creative as you want, or whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Uh, that I was thinking about asking you to do a Google Forms, but I said no, because then maybe it's gonna take more time from other things. So you can include them in the presentation. As Andrea said, you can do a Google Forms or whatever you feel comfortable. Yes. Questions?
No.
Okay. Now, I know that right now you tell me that there are no questions. I understand that, but I'm going to separate you to breakout rooms. Okay. In the breakout room, I'm going to send this picture to the Google chat. I hope that you can see it, or the presentation. And I want you to, this class is for us to discuss basically the project. Okay. So you're going to be working in pairs. So 2 people, and you're going to make sure that everything from here is completely understood. Okay. Because you tell me that it's fine, but then maybe when you go home or something, you're gonna be like, I'm not sure if I was correct or not. So I want you to discuss, and I'm gonna be moving around, like, well, not moving around, joining the breakout rooms just to check if you have questions with this. Okay. Now, let me send you the presentation first. This one, and I want you to tell me if you receive it. All right, I sent the presentation. Did you get it? To the chat.
Yes.
All right, very good. So we're gonna do this. Let's say we are what, 8? Okay. Okay, I'm going to put Aster with Alejandro. I'm going to put Andrea Torres with Ulises, Genesis and Hassan, Dana and Andrea Beltran. Okay. Discuss. I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. Discuss about the presentation again. This is going to be like the second partial exam, but it's a presentation. Okay. Discuss. Check whatever questions you have, and I'm gonna be joining the different groups. Okay.
Yes.
All right. There you go. I send the invitation.
Okay, okay.
But let me, okay, it's this one. Okay, let me have it here. Okay, so what it have to do is we have to do like a summary for the summary, no? Like, means we can add here like what it is and what we understand.
Yeah. So in this case, these 3 topics are the ones that we pretty much saw during the second partial. We're still gonna talk a little bit about creating a positive environment, but these are the 3 that we discussed. So from the presentations that I uploaded in on the platform, is get what you understood, maybe mix it with your opinion, or make a summary as it says in there, but make sure you put together a presentation that includes the important things that you understood from, oh, hi. Did
Hello,
you,
teacher.
hi.
Hi.
Did you send me an invitation for the breakout room?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's because I didn't receive the link.
The link, okay, let me send you the presentation. Give me a second. I sent it over the chat here in Zoom.
Okay, let me turn off
Mm,
second partial.
No, I haven't
have-
received.
I have it.
Okay.
Why? Mm,
In the chat, let
Did you
me.
get it, Hassan?
Sí, ya la tengo. Yeah, I have it. Genesis.
Are you gonna share it? Are you gonna share the screen, Hassan?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. All right. Let me just go back to with Aster because I was explaining something and I just clicked the joining the breakout room. Okay. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Going to be enough.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, so I think it will be a summary of the summary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If
Great.
you want to be dealing with the 3 topics.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what was the deadline to upload the presentation, teacher?
The deadline for uploading the presentation, it's gonna be on Sunday the 8th. So you're gonna deliver your presentation between either Thursday, what day is Thursday? Give me a second.
Okay, so basically we are going to
Thursday,
be
Friday.
in the presentation before the deadline.
Yes.
So if we, after the presentation, if we want to make some little changes, we can do it.
Yeah. So in this case, what you present, like what you give on Thursday or on Friday, ideally you should include everything. But for example, you know what? You give your presentation and then you realize, okay, maybe I missed something. If you want to incorporate something more before you upload the presentation in the platform, that's fine. So if you want to include some more.
Miss, and when we have to send you the question, so it has to be before on Wednesday,
Questions that you're going to ask your class.
like the quiz.
No, you can give them to me on Thursday or on Friday, the day you're going to present.
Okay, I told you you have to like see the quiz. Sorry, the question first.
No. So, what you have to do though is you have to you have to put the question. For example, Andrea Torres was mentioning she wants to do a Google Forms. So she's basically what she has to do for me to see her questions is to add me as a collaborator. I'm not sure if it's collaborator the name. So if she adds me as a collaborator there, I can see the questions. She has to send me the invitation to my Gmail and all that. But for example, if you don't want to do a Google Forms and you want to do it, in the presentation, you just put the questions in the presentation. And what you have to record or keep or save is ask the students that you're going to have in front or the other teachers to either do a Google Docs or a Word document, and they can send you the questions with the answers.
Okay.
And then those are the things that you can incorporate in the presentation.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking about to send them like a drive, and say like, okay, the first question, and then like your name and what do you know about like the topic or this or that. And in the presentation, I only like put you the link, or like in comments, or I put you the link of the questions.
Yeah, pretty much. So you can that way you don't have to like maybe you're not doing them in the presentation per se, but in the link I can see what they respond.
Okay, miss.
Yeah, so those are the things that you can do definitely. And
Okay.
again, like it says in here, I don't want you to do like it says pop-up quiz, but literally they're like 5 questions. So they can be random questions about the different things that you discussed. And you what you have to do is definitely a concept checking question type of question. You want to know if they actually understood the concept that you presented there.
Yeah. Okay, miss, it's clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, keep discussing. I'm gonna go to the other groups just to make sure if they don't have any other question. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hi, teacher.
So, did you discuss about the project?
Mhm.
Are there any questions with the project or what you have to do?
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
We have one.
No.
We were talking about the questions that either to do it in the Google form or if can we use maybe another platform like Padlet or Kahoot.
Yeah, sure. So, what you can do, and the only thing is that, for example, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I have used Padlet once, but I'm not sure if they record the answers. But what I would recommend for Kahoot is just to record, I guess, the questions that they sorry, the answers that they select. I'm not sure if you can see the answers that they select in Kahoot.
Mhm.
Oh.
No, I think
I'm not sure, but
No.
you can ask them. You know what, Ulises? What did you select? No, teacher, I selected this, and you? No, I selected this. So you can have just a record. Uh, but if you want to use Kahoot, that's fine. I mean, I don't have to see the answers that they respond, but what I want to see is the quiz that you give them or the 5 questions that you give them. So in the end, if you prepare your Kahoot, just give me the link of the questions, or I don't know, like, and you can put this in the presentation when you upload the presentation.
Okay.
or we can share a Word document and they fill the exam and then return.
Yeah, that's another way for you to record the responses that they do. That you can send them a Word document, have them work on that, and then they send it to you. And you, what you have to do is, well, because the presentation is going to be for like for you to upload it in the platform. It's going to be for November the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. If it's Sunday, yeah, November 8th. So you're going to upload your presentation, but I want to see the questions and answers that they responded. So you also
Mhm.
have to upload those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we can like arrange everything in just one document.
Yeah, exactly. So what I can recommend, something that I do is, for example, you know what? I did the Word document and I send them to them, they answer, and then they send them to me. In the PowerPoint presentation, you can include at the end a section with screenshots. There is in the
Of the
laptop,
answer.
yeah, of the
Okay.
question answer. So
Oh.
you have here in the herramienta recortes or something, you can just cut the answer in the questions and just put them in the
Oh,
presentation. So that's like the easiest way, let's say.
yeah.
And that way you're gonna have that as a response. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Any other question? No?
No, it's fine.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me just go back to the other groups, and then we're gonna go back to the main session. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
And but yeah, that's, I mean, I know for me it was just, yeah, it's like with anything. I mean, people can't assume like, oh, you're Mexican, so you must know how to cook or something. No, I mean, you can't. I mean, it's like, it's not always true. And I feel like we can only give one correct answer. Hey, Miss.
Hi. All right. So, girls, do you have any question with the? Well, not anymore. Like, what questions do you have about the presentation?
Well, for me, I guess before you guys mentioned Google Docs, I was wondering if like, is that the only way we can test them? Because I originally had thought like maybe having a slide and like a question, or that would be fine.
Yeah.
But what about, how would I keep their answers?
So in this case, that was what I was asking. Well, sorry, that I was telling Ulises, because he mentioned maybe I can send them a Word document with the questions to each one of them, and they answer, and then they give it to me. So in this case, maybe you can do something like that, like put the questions in the presentation, have them open a Word document, maybe, with question and answer. And then when they finish answering, they can send them to you to your email or to wherever you want them to send the questions. And that's it.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What I did tell Ulises and Andrea was that I do want, because the presentation for you to upload to the platform is due to November 8th. So it's the Sunday after you give the presentations. So what you can do is take some screenshots of the questions and the answers that they gave you, and also paste them in the presentation so I can see, okay, Dana answered this, Ulises answered this, Hassan this, and that's how I'm going to see, okay, they actually paid attention or not. So that's something that you can do. Like, that's the evidence that you're going to be pasting in the PowerPoint presentation.
And the questions don't need to be in order, right? Like I can have like, okay, I'll be talking about like cooperative learning, and then here, like sneak attack, here's a question, like, right? I mean,
yeah. So the only thing that I will recommend for that situation in this case, if you want to do it like that, which is fine, just tell them, okay, you know what, have a Word document open, so you can copy the question and you can do the answer. And in the end, when you finish the presentation, they're already going to have the quiz that you give them. Okay? All right. Any other question that you have?
No, I think it was like the one that made us like think a lot how to put the questions and the answers. But I think it's okay.
Yeah, no, you can be as creative as you want. For example, maybe for Andrea Torres, it's easier to do a Google Forms. And it is, but I mean, again, it's like maybe moving a lot, and sometimes
I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just not technologically like.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like, if it's most of the time, I guess that the PowerPoint is our best friend. So if you feel like very comfortable with that, and you feel that you can be very creative with that, go ahead and do it like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know about creative, but at least it's the one I'm familiar with. So I mean,
no, that's perfectly
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
All right, let me just go and check Genesis and Hassan if they have any questions, and if not, we're gonna go back to the main session. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Hassan and Genesis. So, I already checked the other groups, but what questions do you have with the presentation project for the second partial?
Yeah, just for question that I was asking Genesis, we must include them like in presentation, or just give them like at the end of when we give the presentation?
So in this case, for example, it's the way you feel more comfortable. For example, Andrea Beltran was telling me, you know what, maybe what I can do is include 1 or 2 questions. Like if I finish talking about cooperative learning, and maybe I include 1 or 2 questions if I'm talking about building rapport, or at the end. So it's whatever you feel more comfortable with. So if you think that you can include them when you finish talking about a topic, go ahead and do it. But if you want to do it at the end, just to actually check if they were paying attention and they were listening, you could do it at the end.
Okay.
And include them in the PowerPoint. But yeah, it's whatever you feel more comfortable with. If you want, okay, topic, questions, topic, questions, topic, questions, you go ahead and do it like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, or in the end, again, just like to check everything, and if they and to see if they actually understood some concepts.
It's like CCQs or
Yeah,
something like
the
that.
CCQs, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because it's not a quiz, it's more like a concept checking question. Yeah, the CCQ. All right.
Okay.
Any other question?
I'm okay.
All right. Okay, so let's go back to the main session, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me close this. All right, let's just wait for the others to come back. And I'm gonna show you this. All right, everybody's coming back. Missing Aster, Alejandro. Okay. We're gonna go back to this. I think I'm gonna change something though. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a beneficial thing for you, but let's just wait for the others. All right, everybody's here. Yes. Okay. So, I mean, I went from different breakout different breakout rooms to another breakout room. Before we kind of like finish this part, is there any other question that you still want to check? No? Oh, good.
Means just on Wednesday, you are going to tell us in the group of who we are, right?
Yeah. So on Wednesday, we're gonna talk a little bit about creating positive. I forgot the topic. Creating a positive environment.
Classroom.
The classroom.
Okay.
So we're gonna wrap up that topic, and then I'm gonna tell you what who is going to be in the group, in the breakout room you're going to be in, and who's gonna be first, second, third, and fourth. Okay. So we're pretty much going to have everything that like the order, who's going to be in what group, with who, and how you're going to present it. Okay. Now I was listening to some of you, especially about the time, and you know what? We're gonna do this. Normally we are 8 students and me as a teacher, so we're 9 people. On Wednesday, when I tell you who's going to be in the group, you're going to present it. We're gonna do this on Thursday. Only 2 people are going to present, and then on Friday, the other 2 people are going to present. Why? Because I think I'm going to change that. Well, I don't think I am going to change the time. So I'm gonna give you like 15 to 16 minutes, okay, for you to deliver the presentation, so you can have more time to include maybe something else, something extra, and you can have more time for the quiz, okay?
Okay.
So instead of the 10-minute limit, it's between 15 and 16 minutes, okay? But again, 2 people are going to present on Thursday, and the other 2 are going to present on Friday. So everybody don't feel like I'm in a rush or anything, okay?
Okay.
Questions that you have with this?
No.
All right. So, what are, besides the presentation for the second partial, what else do you have to do?
Nothing else?
Are you
I
sure?
guess. A homework.
You
The
have
forum.
homework? The forum, okay?
The forum.
Yeah. So on Wednesday or by Wednesday, you should already have read the presentation, Creating a Positive Environment in the Classroom. So we're just going to have a full discussion on that topic, like a Q&A session more than that, than anything else. But it's only the forum and then the presentation for the second partial, okay?
Okay.
And then that's gonna be for Monday. If I'm gonna change the date anyways. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna let you go right now. Remember that tomorrow we don't have a class, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Take your tomorrow. You can take the time for you to either do the forum or start with the presentation, which I would recommend, so you don't like, especially because it's partial week. You're gonna have a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take the time and we'll make it useful, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
Have a wonderful day, a good weekend, and I'll see you next week, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.